The young woman walks up to her rickshaw and, seeing a stranger sitting inside, she asks fearfully, "Wait, who are you? What are you doing in my rickshaw?" The man replies quickly, "Please don't be afraid. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not a bad person. Some people tricked me into investing in a factory here. They scammed me and took all my money. I have nothing left. Could you lend me $1 so I can get something to eat and make it back home? I promise I'll pay you back." The young woman says hesitantly, "I don't know whether you're telling the truth or not, but many people are brought here and scammed with fake business opportunities. You're not the first." She continues kindly, "I have $100. My parents gave it to me to pay my university tuition, but you can have it." The man accepts the money gratefully and says, "Thank you so much. I promise I'll return every dollar one day." Later, the younger sister hands her report card to her older sister. The older sister smiles proudly and says, "You're my pride. You got accepted into such an amazing university." The younger sister replies sadly, "Sis, I don't want to go to college." The older sister asks confusedly, "Why? You worked so hard to get accepted. Why don't you want to go?" The younger sister says hopelessly, "What's the point? We can't afford the tuition." The older sister replies firmly, "Remember what mom and dad always told us?" The younger sister says emotionally, "I know, but I don't want you to suffer because of me." The older sister replies lovingly, "I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll sacrifice anything for your future." She then says confidently, "Don't worry, I'll find the money. Keep your admission letter safe and wait for me." Later, the cousin gets out of his car, sees the young woman, and asks curiously, "How come you're here today?" She replies politely, "I came to see my aunt." The cousin asks mockingly, "Did you come to borrow money? Mom isn't home." The young woman says quietly, "That's okay. I'll go visit my other aunt and cousins." The cousin laughs coldly and says, "They're all gone too. They found out yesterday that your sister got accepted into college. They were afraid you'd ask for money, so they all left town." The young woman asks anxiously, "When will they be back?" The cousin shrugs carelessly and says, "No one knows. Besides, what's the point of spending so much money on a girl? Just marry her off to the butcher in the next village. He's 48 years old, but he's rich. Both of your lives will be easier." The young woman replies disappointedly, "I understand. I'll leave now." She spends the entire day desperately knocking on every relative's door, but no one helps her. She calls everyone she knows, but nobody answers. Finally, she returns home exhaustedly. Her younger sister says softly, "It's okay. I didn't really want to go to college anyway. In a few days, I'll go to work with the other people from the village." A customer sitting nearby asks kindly, "If something's wrong, you can tell me." The older sister wipes away her tears and replies quietly, "No, everything's fine." The man says gently, "I was recently transferred here. I'm the director of a local NGO, and I'm new to this area. I overheard your conversation." The older sister says honestly, "My little sister got accepted into a great university. I was worried because we can't afford her tuition." The man takes out his ATM card calmly and says, "If I help you, would you accept it? If this money helps your sister get an education, it will make me very happy." The older sister replies seriously, "I'll only accept it if you promise to let me pay you back. I'll consider it a loan." The man nods kindly and says, "If that's what you want, I have no objection. There's $100,000 in this account. It will cover your sister's education." The older sister says gratefully, I'll never forget your kindness." The man replies gently, "You don't have to thank me." After a brief pause, he says sincerely, "If you don't mind, I'd like to be part of your lives. I want to marry you." The older sister looks at him surprisedly and says, "How is that possible? You're a successful man and we're just two poor, helpless sisters." The man replies earnestly, "That's exactly why. When two young women are left alone without anyone to protect them, this cruel world is full of people who will take advantage of them. I want to stand by your side and give you the support you deserve. There's nothing wrong with helping the people who need it most." The younger sister walks over happily and says, "Sis, he's a good man. I think you should give him a chance." The man smiles hopefully and says, "Even your little sister agrees." Now I'd like to ask everyone watching, did I do the right thing by choosing to stand beside a brave young woman who had no one to rely on?